Hey everyone, Mike here. Whew. Boy, had a long day of work. I managed to watch the Kentucky Derby, which is the base of today's video. Ooh. Hey. Boy, that was something. Overall, I thought it was a decent race. I mean, it wasn't as good as the last two. Wasn't as good as Justified last year, but let's talk about Maximum Security, shall we? Overall, he was clearly the best horse in this field. He was not my pick to win this race. My pick to win this race was the odds-on favorite. I keep forgetting his name. It's been a while since I saw the race, so I saw the race, but I forgot the name. And I thought, okay, he won, great. So he's probably our best shot to win the Triple Crown. Then the objection happened. And honestly, this saying that one of the horses, the one horse, hang on, I have the names right here on my phone. I wrote them down to keep notes. Just to keep notes, people. The one horse of War of Will. I thought was fading fast and was interfered with, and there was an interference objection. So they had to go to the stewards, had to go to the booth, which is many people, and they're saying that they were raising an objection because of interference. And now that I think of looking back now, hours later, this sort of reminds me of the 2001 Kentucky Derby, where Invisible Ink tried to claim foul because of interference from the Derby winner, Monarchos. Honestly, Monarchos, rest in peace. And then it turns out, today, that would have been, if they proven, I wonder how the outrage would have been if it was proven Monarchos did interfere to now. Because it nearly happened the exact time, same way. The only difference was, they claimed that Monarchos moved down. And as soon as I saw the replay of Maximum Security, his hoof tangled up with Laurel Wills, I pretty much knew that was a disqualification. And I thought there was a disqualification before. Nope, this is the first time. Lovely. And now I do have and then people keep saying, why did number one raise the objection? Turns out, two people beat him to it. And I do have the steward statement on here. So I'm going to read it to you guys right now so I can discuss this. Alright. The riders of the 18 horse Long Range Roddy and the 20 Country House, the eventual winner this year, and I kind of feel bad for them, horses in the Kentucky Derby lodged objections against the 7 Maximum Security horse. The winner due to interference turning for home, leaving the quarter pole, which is the top half of the racetrack, by the way. We had a lengthy review of the race, and boy, I'm going to raise an objection on that one. We interviewed the affected riders, as per protocol. We determined the 7 horse drifted out and impacted the progress of number 1, or Will, who I had a feeling they were going to raise the objection if it wasn't for Long Range Toddy and Country Horse filing those objections. In turn, with interference from the 18 and the 21 Boat Express, those horses were all affected, we thought, by the interference. Therefore, we unanimously determined to disqualify number 7 and place them behind the 18 Long Range Toddy, excuse me. The 18 being the lowest placed horse that he bothered, which is typical procedure. And looking at the replay again, and those people are saying, oh, he got robbed. I'm sorry. This was the right call. And I know people are saying, oh, they're going to boycott me just because I said this was the correct decision. But that rule is there for a reason. To protect the jockeys. Because if Maximum Security got into War of Wills even further, and considering how wet that track is, War rules could have been euthanized. And remember when now here's the thing. That rule is there to not only protect the horses, but the jockeys. Because the jockeys are so unprotected, it's not even funny. And there's the reason why moving down on a horse racing track is usually not allowed in horse racing, but it's allowed in NASCAR because the drivers are well protected, obviously. And now going to say they took a lengthy review, and everyone's complaining, I am complaining about them, and here's my complaint. They took way too long to determine this. I mean, honestly, I thought if they knew there was a disqualification there, they could have cut in like 5 minutes, called it disqualified, that's it. But no, it took as long as me getting a Big Mac at a local McDonald's here in California, and yes, I am dead serious about that. Hey. And as much as I hate to say it, I feel, and like I said, Maximum Security, he was the best horse in the field, but I'm sorry, he straight up cheated. Now granted, Country House didn't deserve to win, it should have been War of Wills, but that rule is in place since horse racing started. If you get disqualified, the runner-up gets the victory by default. And as much as it pains me to say it, I hope they put the asterisk on Country House. Because granted, I feel happy for the people who picked them to win, and I feel really thrilled for those people who got the superfecta, because I am not joking. Watching the coverage, if you got a superfecta, that person would have won $51,000. I am dead serious. Yes, I am not kidding. Imagine me with that kind of money. I could finally move out and get myself a new apartment closer to not to Disney. Yeah, and do I expect empty seats for the Kentucky Derby next year? No. Although I do think the TV ratings are going to dip just a tad bit because of this. And if I were the CEO of Churchill Downs, I would double check with the stewards one more time, because especially the head steward, because if it's proven that she had an objective to disqualify, even though there's clearly proof on the video, this could be her last Derby, and if it's been proven that she made it up, this is grounds to getting someone fired and banned from the sport completely. But I still feel it was the right call. Although, I'm going to say this right now, I will not be shocked if Maximum Security wins the Preakness. And I've been saying this for a while, despite the 2 Triple Crown wins in the last 4 years, this controversy is what this sport really needs, in my humble opinion. And plus, this makes the Preakness race that much more interesting. Because if you ask me who's the least popular Triple Crown race, it's the Preakness. Because I don't hear people saying, oh, I'm looking forward to the Preakness. Just like it's compared to, people are looking forward to the Kentucky Derby on the Belmont. Which, by the way, as a hockey fan, it's going to be really weird to watch the Belmont and knowing that the Islanders are going to be playing there in a couple of years. Alright, that's all I got to say on this. I'm going to rest up for work tomorrow, and with a possible Disney trip, by the way. Thank you guys for listening to my thoughts on this. It was the right call. My heart goes out to the connections of Maximum Security, as well as Country House. Because, honestly, they didn't have a chance to earn that win. And now the people are calling them out as going to be the scapegoats for all of this. Alright guys, thanks for watching.